Okay, we're gonna ignore where I am because this is a little bit in the future, but I'm talking about day 35, 36, and 37. So these are the 3 days I went camping with the Californians, and honestly, definitely the best part of my trip so far. It's not like anything super crazy really happened, but it was just so relaxing and chill. Like, it was so fun. And honestly, the other thing is I kind of just like put my phone down for most of it. Not really because I wanted to, kind of because I had to. I still got quite a bit of photos, but I wasn't really able to take videos or anything. And the reason was because I came into this trip with 70% on my phone, which, you know, isn't the best. Like, you'd rather be like 100, but I'm not complaining about 70. It could be worse. And so we get there kind of just as the sun's setting, and we get to this little beach. I'm so done, and they're like, oh, let's get in the water. There's a few other people at the beach, and there's like these rocks kind of out maybe like 20 feet, and like they run in, I run in after them, and this water is freezing. Like, it is. I forgot that I feel like lakes are usually warmer, and that's what I'm used to, but this was just like frigid, like Mediterranean water. I thought it'd be so much warmer, but no, I was freezing. But anyways, get in, we swim, and we get into these rocks, and there's like a little bit of jumps. So we were doing a little bit of cliff jumping, or well, not cliffs, it was more like rock jumping. Like, we were jumping most of the time off of just one that was probably like 4 feet, which is still like fun. Like, it's still like a good distance where you can still do like front flips and other tricks, but you're not like hurting yourself getting in. After that though, there was this rock a little bit farther out, and we climbed up on that, and that was probably like a 3 meter fall, which is definitely a lot more. I was actually really surprised with myself, because I was thinking I was probably just gonna get up there and just kind of like look down and psych myself out, but no, I kind of just got up, I took one look down, and I just jumped. And honestly, it was probably the scariest thing I've ever done, which is crazy because literally only a 3 meter drop, but it felt like so long, and because that's like my biggest fear, like heights and stuff, and like the falling part of it. So I don't know, I conquered a fear. So I don't know, it was really, the adrenaline rush was crazy, and I thought it was awesome. But once we got to like our camping spot, it's on this like cape of like a super high, like a mountain, or not mountain, but basically a cape with just like cliff face all the way around. And we set up for camp there. And I was kind of super tired at that point, so I took my photos, and then also we kind of were just going straight to bed, so I didn't really like record or anything, because I didn't want to, even if I did like walk a little bit away, it was still like so dark, and it was like pitch black anyways, so I wouldn't have been able to record. But then the weird thing was I woke up in the morning to my phone being drained to like 20%. I don't know what happened. Like, what I was thinking is I was like, as I was tossing and turning, like I had my phone just in my pocket. I think I was like turning my phone on and off and stuff, and that was just like draining the battery of it. That's my only explanation. Like, I don't really know, but because of that, I was just like kind of scared to really use my phone again, because I was like, what if I really need it? Like, I don't want it to be dead. So I took like, quick photos and stuff, but I didn't really take videos or do anything more than that. Day 2, we wake up, and we head down into this kind of like obviously there's like the cape where we are, like we're camped right there, and then it kind of scoops, and then there's like a grotto right there, and that's what we kind of took this like really steep path down to. And there's like an old like abandoned building with just like a nice like boat dock which you could just sit on. So we went down there. The water was not any warmer, it was still freezing. I took a really nice photo of it. Oh my goodness. And yeah, there was you could kind of see like where the rocks were, and it looked like there was like a cave in there. But to the rock to the right of that, probably about 10 meters up for the water. And I did it once, and one time only, and that was like, that wasn't even like, oh, I conquered a fear. Like even after I did that, like I was shaken. So there was like a smaller rock I jumped under, or jumped into the water, and I just did that a few times. And then there was this one little part where you could like swim under the rock and stuff. I did that once as well. That was also quite nerve-wracking just to like do for the first time. But I really enjoyed it. It was definitely interesting, a bit of a shock, because like I guess where we were, like it wasn't a super like hidden spot. Like it's pretty like well known, I guess. So as we were cliff jumping, there were quite a few people who just like showed up to hang out as well. A couple boats came and docked, and obviously like I knew like south of France, like the whole like nude beach like culture and stuff, but that's definitely a shock because I'm doing like my cliff jumping, and we're like, oh, let's head back, let's get like a snack. And I turn and I go swimming, and I just see a bunch of naked people. Just wasn't expecting that, you know, like when I'm drying myself off, and then I take my towel off, and there's just a man standing right in front of me trying to have a conversation with me. And just, which I mean, you think I'd be used to it because I did like swim team, but it's just like when you're not expecting it, it's just kind of like, huh. And then day 3, kind of short, or I don't know, day 3 kind of sucked for me really bad. It was a beautiful start to the morning though. Like we just woke up, they went swimming, I kind of just laid in the sun. And this is the day that we were going to split up. They were going to somewhere in northern Spain, I'm pretty sure. And then obviously you'll see where I'm going. But it was a little bit sad, you know. I was with them for like on and off for 10 days. So like, you know, familiar faces gone. But, you know, it happens. But the thing that really sucked for me was I got onto the first train I needed to get onto, I got onto. But that train, I don't know, I think what happened was there was a guy on the train with no passport. So it made me late for the next train, so I missed that one. And then I got the last train to the day to Pigpignan, I think. Pigpignan? I don't know. It's like south of France. And so I was kind of just stranded there. I could have slept outside again, but I was just so defeated. Like I don't know why, but like I had to walk. I just walked an hour to get like some McDonald's because I was like, I'm just not trying anything. I'm starving. Like I need to eat something now. Everything else was closed, so I walked an hour to the McDonald's, walked an hour back, and by the time I got back, I was so sweaty and so gross. I just saw this like 24-hour reception for this hotel spot, and I was like, oh, this is such a bad idea. Like I don't really want to do this. I could just sleep outside. It's probably gonna be expensive. So I go in and I ask for a room, and oh my goodness, 74 euros for one night. And we're in some random town. Like it is like a larger city, but like why is it so expensive? I don't know. But again, I really apologize for all these late uploads because I'm missing so much detail. But definitely though, I would recommend so much. I'll put the place that I can't, the name here, because I can't remember at the moment. But I would say it's definitely, if you were planning to go to Spain, definitely go there. I found it was like, it's like a touristy spot, but it's more of a like touristy spot for locals, you know, like it's not really an internationally like known spot. Like that's just the vibe I was getting. And was that just people from Spain, like they just take trips out here. It's not like people are coming from around the world here. So it's still like, you still got like the vibe of like a vacation spot, but it wasn't like insanely crowded and annoying. There are so many like beaches, so if one is full, you can just go to the next. Like I said, there's cliff diving, there's like kayak tours, there's really nice hotels and restaurants. And honestly, when I walked in, I was kind of getting a vibe of like Italy. Like it was just like giving like a Italian like coastal city, which I mean, it is close-ish, but you know, a Spaniard coastal city. But honestly, so beautiful. And this video is getting a little long, but I feel like you guys deserve it for my uploading. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.